was weird how they kind of floated on top of each other for a moment there. Regardless, welcome back everyone. This is Arafellin playing Brain World. Last time I decided to keep my travels on camera, and there's a lizard here again. That happened last time I stayed in the shelter too. It's not helpful. But I can do this. So I could use those things to scare it off, probably. Did I ever explore down here? I think this just connects to the room I couldn't figure out how to get up. Yeah, those are basically firecrackers. Enough to scare them off for a little bit, but not necessarily enough to keep them away. Wait, they can go in shelters? Hopefully not while you're in them. Alright, we've got Lizard here, but Lizard and eldrich abominations seem to be tied up with each other, so that's good. Don't like either one of them. So that seems to be a dead end without being able to grapple. Yep. I was trying to jump there, it just kind of fell off. Okay, I think I do need to crawl through the wall. Okay, so up here, I think I got turned around, which made that slower than it should have been. Might have been something in the top right. There was another exit up there. I can get that far. No, top right of this room just looks like nothing. Yeah, sometimes Slugcat crawls through the tunnels backwards, and I don't know exactly why. But it makes everything go slower, which is not really helpful. Right, so I'm without a grappling thing. And that's doing some guarding. Maybe it'll get out of the way. Right, it seems to be moving good. I don't know if it heard me or if it's just coincidence or what. But anything that gets that out of my way is good for me. So here, yeah, there's no tunnel through that. So I have to come up this way. And I think I need a spear to do this. Or one of those grappling worms. Up. There's another spear. Okay, not quite full on food, so I'll grab one of these. Oh, there's a platform there. Okay, so try to make it across here without undue trouble. Hope that thing doesn't get in my way. wish the camera would move over. Okay, there it goes. I don't like those things. Now, there is an exit over there, but... yeah, I meant to explore that way. Don't know if it's safe to do that now, though. Alright, I slipped past those. Back to the underhang. Now I just need to figure out where I wanted to go again. I think up there. Yeah, over that way it looks like. Kind of surprised there's not more of the map showing, but maybe it's sufficiently disconnected. Yeah, sufficiently disconnected that it's not showing as one area. There's that thing struggling with a lizard. Lizard just running away. Can't say I blame it. Okay, that I'm surprised worked. Okay, this goes up there. Alright, and I need to get to that shelter. So keep going left and go up when I get a chance. Yeah, and some of this is background. The whole thing is making me very nervous. Alright, through here. Head over here. Hopefully don't run anything unfriendly. There's the exit up there, which I can climb through this platform. Actually, if I can go straight through to Five Pebbles region up there, maybe that's a better idea. Of course, I need to get that far first. I think it's this way I wanted to go. There's food here. Can't get there from here. Although I think maybe I wanted to come across this top part to get to it. Yeah, I think it was over there to the left. Let's check our rain timer. Okay, that's bad. Definitely want to go to the shelter then. Come to think of it, that's probably why I haven't seen any lizards in the last few bit of time. Because they've all taken shelter from the rain. Or lightning storm, as it is. Alright, that was closer than it needed to be. But we're safe. And karma is still high. Not all the way at the top, but pretty darn close. Okay. And Chieftain went down again, and I still don't know why. So I can eat my little slime thing, if I can pick that up instead of the brick. There we go. And yeah, I basically just wanted to go to the left from here. Of course, I need to get up out of this little depression first. Which this was never comfortable. But I should be fine from this point. I'm seeing something glow to the right. I think that might be a lizard. Alright, we wanted to kick the one that goes up. Put things down so I can grab food. Perfect. Now, as long as there aren't any lizards in the way, and I haven't seen any up in this tunnel before, although that doesn't necessarily mean anything. But yeah, there is that low humming through there, which may scare them off. Yeah, this really doesn't look much different even lit up. Okay. So we easily have enough karma to get through here. This will take us into the Five Pebbles region. But I don't think we want to go see Five Pebbles in person again. Because last time they seemed very annoyed at us even being there. So I have a feeling that another encounter will just, yeah, make things worse. And who knows what they're capable of. Right, gravity isn't gone yet. It's further in that there's no gravity. I think let's come over and rest here, try to grab some glow bugs, and head back out. Oh, and there's still slime here too. Perfect. Of course, this is assuming I'm able to put the glow bugs in storage with me and take them back. But it seems like it wouldn't be sending me here to get them if that wasn't possible. So I could also use a passage token for fast travel. But the thing with that is I don't know how it works, and in particular I don't know if it's possible to bring anything with you. So it would be a waste if I went, grabbed some stuff, put them in storage, tried to warp, but they didn't come with me. Then I'd have to come all the way back here to do it again, which would mean either redoing that journey or using another travel thing. So yeah, it's a neat concept, I just don't know enough about it to risk using it. And it kind of feels like, Mega Elixirs in a Final Fantasy where they're really good, so you want to hang on to them, and then you end up never using them. Okay, so angle was not quite right there to grab that, but that's okay. Yeah, how far did I need to go before they start appearing? So I'm pretty sure there were some in the earlier regions. Yeah, here's one. Come on. Grab. I hope they don't fly around like this when you have to put them down later. Come on. There. Grabbed. I'll try to find a second one. Maybe even enough to fill up on. But no, this looks like not a good spot for that. There we go. Managed to wiggle close enough to the wall to bounce off it to get some more momentum. Yeah, let's not go deeper. I came here for a glow bug, I got a glow bug, let's leave. Yeah, I have to wonder what they are though, because I've observed that this whole thing seems to be some kind of organic supercomputer. So possibly the glow bugs are actually part of its functionality, which would explain why we've seen them here and around Books of the Moon and nowhere else. And there are a ton of them here, like easily dozens, maybe even hundreds. But there's only that little cluster right around Looks of the Moon, which Looks of the Moon also seems to be damaged, so... Oh, gravity's back on again. So yeah, what I'm wondering is if bringing these to Looks of the Moon will help restore some functionality, and that's why we're being asked to get them. Just need to make sure not to eat it. That's the problem with them being food, is you can accidentally eat one, and you can't use your, I guess it's a second stomach as storage, because you just eat them. Right. Let's see what happens if I put it down. Okay, it just sits there. So much for lizards not appearing here. Hope the lizard doesn't eat the glow bug. How do I get past it now? Nasty little things. Well, not so little. Well, that did not go well. Well, at least I know I can put them down without them flying away. Again, if they're linked to the functionality of Five Pebbles, it could be that they can only fly because they're in Five Pebbles. Also, there's no gravity there, so... But there is gravity at Looks of the Moon. So yeah, I'm thinking the flying is a side effect of them being part of the machinery, in a sense. Where's this thing even going? Awfully far from home, aren't you? Is it just going to fall off the world now? It's kind of stuck on the side. Anyway, let's stop that here for now. Next time, give that another try.